Hello guys, I'm back. My name is Jeferson Costa. I'm a chemical process engineer with expertise in plant design. And in this series, Chemical Process Engineer Diary, I bring to you my daily life as a chemical process engineer. And today I will talk a little bit about field surveys and site survey. And sorry for my sleeping face. I just woke up 5:30 in the morning, and as you can see, I'm not at my home. I am in a hotel, and I am in a hotel because I am doing a site survey. I arrived yesterday evening in the hotel, and today morning we'll go to the site. I am with a small group of people. It's me, it is the project coordinator and also the business manager, and we'll go to the site in the 7 a.m. We left the hotel, and I have around, hello Akshay, we have around 20 minutes before I need to get the breakfast and bring it to the room. And while I'm talking to you, I will finish my taking the boots and finish myself, okay? So what I would like to share with you about site survey and about field activities. When we are working with plant design, most often we work in the office. So we receive demands, we understand the problem, we have some kind of meetings with the customer, but in many cases, when we are in an EPC company, what we do is be in the office and develop the documentation, the pipe instrumentation diagram, process simulation, process data sheet, and etc. But there are just a moment. There are times that we need to go to the field to evaluate the information that is available to us. For instance, what are the utilities that is available for the process? Which is the battery limit? How far is the distance from one point to another? And although you can do this by the documentation, looking for the plot plan and etc., it's very nice and important to know what are the conditions in the field. You don't need to have all the team going to the field, but some keys disciplines is interesting, especially when we are talking about existing plant. In this case, it is a greenfield, so there is anything installed yet in the plant. We will discuss some key points related to performance tests or about the hot gas. And based on that, I'm going to the field to evaluate what is the utilities available, talk to personal guys in the plant to understand what are the behaviors they are facing, and also we'll talk to the management of the customer in order to understand their needs, their desires, and the expectations, and align the expectations of all the team. And as I'm going to an industrial facility, the first thing that you should consider when you are going to a customer is understand what are the safety concerns related to the process that you may face. And in this case, I'm going to, although we'll do a plant in a greenfield site, there exists another process there that is the production of electricity by biomethane, by biogas. And because of that, we need to prepare and understand what kind of safety issues I will face. And the basic individual personal protection that I must have to enter the facility and to do it's normal in Brazil, I don't know in other parts of the country, we have an event called integration or integração, and it is a safety integration to talk to us about the safeties, about the rules, about the safety routes in a case of accident or incident. And because of that, I need to have a set of individual equipment protection. And one of them is the boot, every time that you go to the field, you need to have your boots. So it is my boot. And as you can imagine, the boots is to protect the feet, the foot or the feet, and the people women cannot use the shoes with the I don't know how to say that in English, but it's common to need to that we need to have the boots, and I need to have also the goggles or safety glasses. Let me show you also my safety glasses. Where is my safety glasses? We have a hat. It's very, very important to have a hat. Also, it's very common that the companies ask for a hat, so it's protect your head. I have the ears protection. I prefer this one than the plugs. Plugs don't fit so well, and in the hats with this kind of equipment, it's easier and more comfortable. I will wear this to show to you. So, not only that, when we are talking about flammables, some companies ask for clothes fireproofed. So I have my jacket and my coat. This is my coat. If you already follow me, you know my coat, my blue one, and I will take this to the field. And we need the safety glasses to protect our eyes, and it is the basic set of individual personal protection. And when going to the field to do some kind of commissioning, I add to my individual personal protections also the gloves. And the gloves, there are many kinds of gloves, and we have to use a specific kind if we are handling hot process, or if we are in the cryogenic process, and etc. Hello, good morning for all of you. And not only that, what I can share more with you is that when we are already developing the project, if you go to the field, it's important to you take the pipe instrumentation diagram with you, and also the process description to clarify any kind of question that the customer may have about the process. And I had a boss that told me that the chemical process engineer must always have the pipe instrumentation diagram and the process flow diagram under his hand or under his arm, because this is our shield and our sword to clarify any issues related to the process. And what I can share more with you is that it will be a series of meetings today. We will discuss the scope of the project. We will receive also a third party that will support us with some tests in the field. And I will be here for 3 days talking about this project, and I will be I will have limited access to the internet, but as you can imagine, it will not be my only activity in the hotel. I will need to follow up the other activities that is part of the office activities. And what I can say more up to you about this? I don't have too much to talk about. It was very, very fast today, this meeting with you. And the truth is that I am tired. I arrived yesterday, and yesterday evening, as I told you, and I was go to bed around midnight. So I woke up earlier, and I am in the hotel, and as you may imagine, the hotel has its own uh, uh, our policy. So I cannot take breakfast until 6:30 a.m. and we need to have to be in the site at 7:30. So the time is very, very short to get the breakfast and go to the site. And this is some of the issues that you may face during your field activities. And uh, luckily, we are not so far from the site. I am in São Paulo. São Paulo is, I think it's 30 minutes from the site from here. And it is interesting during these lockdown conditions. We are in lockdown, or we are facing the pandemic here in the Brazil, and I cannot get the breakfast at the lounge. We need to get I need to go down to the lounge, take my breakfast, and return to the room to get my breakfast. So this is, and here the restaurant is closing at 8 p.m. So we cannot also go out to have dinner, and I need to use the iFood app or application to get my food. And one of the interesting things to have field activities for us, chemical process engineers, is that we usually can visit other cities, visit other countries, know a little bit more about the places. And in this pandemic period, it's hard to do that because almost everything is closed or closes earlier. And when we are doing field activities, most often we stay, we extend the hours of work at the field. It's very, very common, mainly when we are doing commissioning in the startup. We need to extend our hour to let the schedule at the at control and etc. So right now I'm not doing that. If you have any question, let me know in the chat. Here. And let me see if I can show you. Here. Here you can see the window of my room. So it's still we are in the sunrise here in Brazil. It is right now 6:20, and the road is over there. So in some minutes I need to get the road. Oh, byproducts of biomethane project. The main product of depends on the source of the biogas. Okay, actually, we have mainly we have biogas from biodigester, we have biogas from landfill, and we have also biogas from waste treatment. I am not so familiar with biogas from waste treatment, but from landfill I am more familiar, and with biogas I'm learning more these days. So talking about the biogas from landfill, what our main product is the biomethane. So is the high concentration of methane in the product, and we have what we remove is the CO2, and the CO2 theoretically it could be used for industrial purpose, but as we need, the main use of CO2 in the industry is to use in beverage companies. So what we have is the called beverage level of purity. And as we are getting this gas from the landfill, it's not so easy to sell this gas for the companies because there are health issues related to that. So there is, in this case, there is no byproduct in the biomethane from the landfill because we are not able to sell the CO2 from the process. On the other hand, we have the biodigester. The biodigester is you can control the kind of substrate that you add to the bioreactor in order that the microorganisms can produce the biogas, and eventually you can, the CO2 that you remove from the process, you can liquefy that and you can sell as a byproduct. And not only that, you have it's not the substrate that is the name, you have the digestate that can be used for agricultural purpose. So it is a byproduct by the biodigester process. And in the waste treatment, I don't know what is the byproduct, but I think that you don't have, I'm not so sure if you have digestate from that, but the CO2 probably you will not be able to use it also. So the main, when we are developing a biomethane process, a bio upgrading process to purify the biogas, the main product is the methane for sure, and eventually you don't have the byproduct. But if you are using the biodigester, you may have the digestate to use in the agricultural purpose. So this is the main products and byproducts that you have in biomethane process. Okay, how you is you that is considering doing a master in biomethane process? I remember of reading a comment related to that in one of my videos, that the subject got the attention to do a master in this field. That is very interesting because you can use the biogas to produce electricity, and for this case you don't need to do so much purification in the gas. You need just to remove the H2S to prevent corrosion and some issues. But eventually siloxanes you need to remove it also to prevent the damage of the machines because the high temperature and the formation of salts or solids in your process. But when we are talking about biomethane, we have tough regulations to match the characteristics of the biomethane with the natural gas that are used in the grid. And because of that, we need to have not only the removal of impurities like H2S, but also the removal of CO2 to improve the VOB index, that is a relationship between the energy of the gas to the volume of the gas. And we need to control also the high heat level. If I'm not wrong, it's the high heat level that we need to control in order to specify the product. Oh, very nice question, very nice. I hope that I have answered you. Okay, very nice. Okay, 5 minutes to start my breakfast to go down. And what I usually do when I go in field activities also is to take this time to study And as you may know, I'm doing the preparing the webinar or I'm preparing the workshop, Chemical Process Engineer Journey workshop, so I will get this time to record some videos as I am far away from my home. I will go to the hotels, finish the scripts, and also do do the videos. Here, thank you. And here, everywhere that we go in the streets or when we are with people, we need to use the mask, okay? That is a recommendation to protect the health from the COVID contamination. So everywhere we need to use that to prevent contamination. And luckily, I don't have anyone in my family or closer to me that got this disease, but I know that many people, not only Brazil but around the world, is suffering from that. And take care of your health. Take care. Okay. Uh, but what I believe most about the prevention about the COVID is the how what you eat, the alimentation. And when we are far from home, it's difficult to control that. But when we are at home, it's very important to control what you eat. So I am not the best person in this kind of subject, but I try to have a good food to eat during the morning and during the day. I don't eat too much. You can see that I'm very thin, and one of the reasons is that when I get worried, I lose my hungry. And you need to drink a lot of water, also to have your work hydrated. And we can see now the sun. So the sun is rising. Very nice to see that. As I told you, I am in São Paulo. And guys, the Chemical Process Engineer Diary the meeting is this way, is to clarify questions, is to bring to you what I do related to chemical process engineering plan design. And every Saturday I have a video available to you with a specific topic related to chemical process engineering plan design. I use this time also to answer questions. And thanks, Akshay. How is it in India? I'm not so sure how you are facing that. And I take this time to talk to you, to clarify questions. And remember to register to the Chemical Process Engineer Journey. It will be on May. And I am almost finishing all the scripts, and I will start recording the videos very soon. And it was very nice to talk to you. And I may return on Thursday. Thursday is tomorrow. I may return on Friday, and I may share with you some news about how was the meetings, what I need to consider, and if I have any other subject to share with you, it will be very nice to talk. Okay, guys, nice to have you here up to this point. Thanks for your attention, and I'll see you soon in the next live session. Bye, guys. Ciao.